Imagine stumbling upon something so ancient, so mysterious, that it changes everything we think we know about life. That's exactly what happened when archaeologists in Egypt unearthed a 5,000-year-old scroll buried deep in the desert. At first glance, it looked like just another relic of the ancient world, a worn-out scroll with faded letters. But when scholars finally began to piece it together, they discovered something far more chilling than they ever expected. Why? Because this ancient text doesn't just reveal details about the past, it dares to answer terrifying, strange questions about human existence itself. Who are we? Why are we here? And most disturbingly, what's waiting for us beyond this life? Let's go back in time when a team of archaeologists were excavating a forgotten tomb in Egypt. They had already found incredible objects, gold amulets, ceramics, and even a well-preserved mummy. But what they found next left them speechless. Inside an old wooden box wrapped in linen was an intact parchment, hidden for thousands of years. The scholars who examined it knew they were looking at something extraordinary. This wasn't just any ancient text. It was one of the oldest manuscripts ever discovered. Written in a language few could decipher, it took years to translate its cryptic symbols. When they finally succeeded, the truth was so shocking that some researchers refused to believe it. The scroll, now known as the Lost Book of Enoch, paints a vivid picture of human history and the forces that shaped it. But this isn't the comforting kind of history you read in school. Instead, it speaks of divine beings, catastrophic floods, and secrets about humanity's origins that challenge everything we thought we knew. One of the most haunting revelations in the text is its description of the Watchers, a group of angels who were tasked with watching over humanity. According to the book, these celestial beings didn't just observe us, they interacted with us in ways that blurred the lines between human and divine. Some of them even rebelled, passing forbidden knowledge to humans, secrets about the cosmos, powerful technologies, and even the mysteries of life and death. The result? Chaos. The book describes how this knowledge led to corruption, destruction, and eventually a divine punishment, a flood so massive it wiped out almost all life on Earth. But that's not all. It also hints at future events, catastrophes that could happen again if humanity doesn't learn from its mistakes. The truth is that early religious leaders purposefully kept this book out of history. Early religious leaders decided it was too dangerous, too controversial to include in official texts like the Bible. They feared its message would raise questions no one wanted to answer, questions about the nature of God, the origins of evil, and humanity's place in the universe. For centuries, scholars destroyed copies of the text and labeled its teachings as heretical. But despite their efforts, fragments of the book survived, passed down in secret by scholars who believed its warnings were too important to ignore. And now, with modern technology and archaeology, the full scope of its message is finally coming to light. Many of the things described in this ancient book sound familiar. The book talks about a world filled with greed, corruption, and people turning away from their moral responsibilities. It warns about leaders who manipulate the masses and powerful entities who seek to control humanity. One of the most mysterious parts of the book is its vivid description of the afterlife. The book describes realms beyond our comprehension, where the righteous souls receive rewards and the wicked endure unimaginable torment. It also describes a figure who will rise in the end times to guide humanity toward redemption. Remember to join our community by subscribing to this channel. Enoch's tale stands as one of the most mystical stories in biblical tradition. Mentioned briefly in the book of Genesis, Genesis 5:18-24, his story has sparked debate and curiosity for centuries. He was born to Jared at the age of 162. Unlike other biblical figures, Enoch's life didn't end in death. Instead, people said that he walked faithfully with God. It paints him as a man of unwavering faith who resisted the corruption of his era. His unwavering commitment to righteousness set him apart in a time plagued by evil. His profound dedication to God, combined with his unique destiny of being taken alive into heaven, elevated Enoch to a near mythical status among both theologians and scholars. What makes his story particularly gripping is its focus on his relationship with God and the supernatural events surrounding his life. Ancient texts, including the book, detail his celestial journeys and interactions with divine beings. These accounts describe him as a scribe of God, entrusted with documenting sacred knowledge and relaying divine messages. His ability to traverse the realms of heaven established him as a bridge between the mortal and the divine. The text suggests that he was more than just a prophet. He was a precursor to the apocalyptic traditions that would shape religious thought. His experiences, as recounted in the manuscripts, include visions of angelic hierarchies, the cosmos, and the ultimate fate of humanity. A central theme in his story is the role of angels, both faithful and fallen. The ancient manuscript reveals that he bore witness to the rebellion of certain angels who defied divine order. These fallen angels, led by a figure often identified as Azazel or Satan, descended to earth, intermingled with humans, and imparted forbidden knowledge. This act of rebellion led to the birth of the Nephilim, giant hybrid beings whose existence symbolized chaos and corruption. The text details how God's judgment fell upon the fallen angels, imprisoning them in the depths of the earth while condemning their offspring. His role in this saga was pivotal. He acted as a mediator between God and the rebellious angels, pleading their case while bearing witness to their ultimate punishment. This aspect of the manuscript highlights his unique position as both a participant in and observer of divine justice. One of the most fascinating elements of the manuscript is its depiction of his cosmic revelations. The manuscript describes his access to heavenly realms, where he encountered celestial bodies, divine structures, and the mechanics of the universe. These visions, meticulously documented in the text, provide a vision into the ancient world's understanding of cosmology and spirituality. For instance, the book divides the heavens into multiple layers, each inhabited by different orders of angels and celestial beings. His descriptions of these realms align with ancient cosmological views, suggesting a universe governed by divine order and interconnected forces. The rediscovery of his story in the 18th century, alongside the Dead Sea Scrolls in 1947, reignited interest in this enigmatic figure. The Ethiopian Orthodox Church, one of the few traditions to preserve the Book of Enoch, regards the text as a cornerstone of its spiritual heritage. The manuscript's influence extends beyond religious circles. Scholars have noted its impact on apocalyptic literature, early Christian thought, and even modern interpretations of mysticism. His tale holds a special place in ancient texts. Though mentioned briefly in the canonical Bible, his life takes on a more prominent role in non-canonical works, such as the Book of Enoch. These writings, which expand on his life and divine experiences, have been preserved primarily by the Ethiopian Orthodox Church and rediscovered in fragments among the Dead Sea Scrolls in 1947. This rediscovery reignited interest in his story, bringing it to the forefront of theological and scholarly debate. Enoch's legacy is, religious circles do not confine Enoch's legacy to the realms of theology, philosophy, and cultural history. People often credit him as the first prophet who documented divine revelations, thereby transitioning humanity from oral tradition to written records. This transition to written texts marked a pivotal moment in human history, establishing the foundations for sacred literature and historical documentation. Enoch's attributed body of work is one of his most significant contributions. The manuscript divides these writings into distinct sections, including the Book of the Watchers, the Book of Parables, and the Astronomical Book. Each section serves a unique purpose, revealing different aspects of Enoch's experiences and insights. The Book of the Watchers recounts his interactions with the fallen angels, detailing their descent to earth and the chaos they brought upon humanity. It provides moral lessons about the consequences of rebellion and the importance of divine justice. The Book of Parables focuses on his prophetic visions, emphasizing themes of redemption, judgment, and the ultimate triumph of good over evil. These parables reinforce the idea of accountability and the enduring nature of divine order. The astronomical book is a fascinating exploration of Enoch's understanding of the cosmos. It delves into the movement of celestial bodies, the organization of the heavens, and the intricate balance of the universe. This section showcases him as both a spiritual figure and a proto-scientist, bridging faith and observation. Most ancient texts portray mortality as an inescapable aspect of the human condition. The cycle of life and death binds everyone, except for a select few. He is one of those exceptions. Unlike others in the biblical tradition, his earthly journey ended not in death, but in a divine transition. Genesis 5:24 states, "Enoch walked with God, and he was no more, for God took him." This brief yet profound passage suggests something extraordinary. They transported him to another realm without experiencing the cessation of life. His journey wasn't merely an escape from death, it was an ascension into realms beyond the physical. The ancient text offers vivid accounts of his exploration of heavenly dimensions, where he encountered celestial beings, unearthly landscapes, and divine forces. In this story full of supernatural mysteries, angels play a central role. The manuscript divides them into two groups, the loyal and the fallen. The loyal maintain divine order and protect the harmony of the universe. They share with Enoch the secrets of the cosmos, entrusting him with the knowledge to guide humanity. The manuscript delves into the consequences of these actions, portraying the fallen angels as tragic figures who, despite their might, faced divine judgment. Their punishment, being cast into darkness, serves as a reminder of the perils of overstepping divine boundaries. One of the most striking aspects of Enoch's story is his vision of humanity's destiny. The text describes an apocalypse in which catastrophic events purify the earth of all corruption. These visions adhere to the biblical tradition of judgment, holding each individual responsible for their actions. But they also bring a message of hope. Redemption is within reach for those who choose the path of righteousness. His story also holds a special place in Jewish tradition, particularly in the development of apocalyptic literature. The Book of Enoch, though not included in the Hebrew Bible, influenced Jewish thought during the Second Temple period, 516 BCE, 70 CE. Are you enjoying the story? Support our channel by clicking the subscribe button. Its vivid descriptions of celestial realms, angelic hierarchies, and divine judgment provided a foundation for later apocalyptic texts, including the Book of Daniel and the Dead Sea Scrolls. Jewish mysticism, particularly in the Kabbalistic tradition, also reflects Enoch's influence. In these texts, Enoch is often associated with Metatron, a powerful angelic figure who serves as a mediator between God and humanity. Within Christianity, Enoch's story has sparked both fascination and controversy. Early church fathers, such as Tertullian, recognized the significance of the Book of Enoch, arguing that it contained divine wisdom. However, concerns about its vivid imagery and speculative nature led to its exclusion from most Christian canons. Despite this, Enoch's legacy persisted in Christian thought. His story is referenced in the New Testament, particularly in the Epistle of Jude 1:14-15, which cites a prophecy attributed to Enoch. The Abrahamic traditions do not confine his story. Elements of his story resonate with cultural and mythological themes across the world. For example, the concept of a righteous figure taken to heaven without experiencing death parallels similar stories in other traditions, such as the Hindu tale of Yudhishthira or the ascension of Quetzalcoatl in Mesoamerican mythology. These parallels suggest a shared human fascination with the idea of transcendence and divine favor. Global folklore also echoes the manuscript's descriptions of fallen angels and hybrid beings. Tales of giants, demigods, and celestial beings intermingling with humanity appear in cultures ranging from Norse mythology to ancient Greek legends. These commonalities highlight the universal appeal of his story and its ability to transcend cultural boundaries. The story of Enoch, with its vivid imagery, celestial beings, and apocalyptic warnings, has inspired countless works of popular culture. From films and books to television series, creators have drawn on the rich themes found in his writings to craft stories that captivate and thrill audiences. Whether it's the idea of fallen angels, the struggle between good and evil, or humanity's reckoning in the face of an apocalypse, Enoch's legacy continues to echo in modern storytelling. The concept of fallen angels plays a central role in his writings, particularly in the Book of the Watchers, which recounts how angels defied God's command and descended to earth. These rebellious beings, led by figures like Azazel, shared forbidden knowledge with humanity, creating chaos and birthing hybrid giants known as Nephilim. This theme of celestial beings falling from grace has become a cornerstone of many works in popular culture. Films, movies like Fallen, 1998, and Legion, 2010, explore the idea of angels who defy divine will, highlighting their internal struggles and humanity's entanglement with their decisions. In Constantine, 2005, fallen angels and supernatural forces clash, reflecting Enochian themes of divine punishment and redemption. Books, authors like Philip Pullman in his Dark Materials delve into the complexities of rebellion and authority, echoing the tension between the loyal and fallen angels in his writings. The Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare also heavily features Nephilim, blending the lore of He with urban fantasy to create a compelling narrative. Television shows like Supernatural, 2005-2020, have brought the concept of fallen angels to mainstream audiences, weaving in storylines inspired by his depiction of celestial rebellion and the consequences of defying divine order. His writings are deeply apocalyptic, filled with warnings about the consequences of human corruption and the ultimate judgment that will come upon the earth. These themes have long resonated in popular culture, where stories of global destruction and divine intervention capture the tension between despair and hope. Films, blockbusters like The Book of Eli, 2010, and 2012-2009, feature post-apocalyptic landscapes where humanity grapples with survival and moral choice. While not directly referencing him, these films echo his warnings about the catastrophic consequences of straying from righteousness. Books, Cormac McCarthy's The Road, 2006, reflects an apocalyptic vision of the world, examining the fragility of human morality when civilization crumbles. Though grounded in realism, it parallels Enoch's narrative of judgment and survival. Series The Leftovers, 2014-2017, explores the emotional and spiritual fallout of a world forever changed by a supernatural event, much like the prophetic visions seen in his writings. Similarly, The Walking Dead, 2010-present, combines apocalyptic themes with moral dilemmas, forcing characters to confront their humanity amidst chaos. The Book of Enoch provides a vivid account of the unseen world, including detailed descriptions of angels, demons, and other supernatural entities. These beings, with their immense power and moral ambiguity, have become a staple of modern storytelling. Films Pan's Labyrinth 2006 and Hellboy 2004 depict supernatural creatures that exist alongside or hidden from the human world, reflecting the interplay between seen and unseen forces in his cosmology. The Prophecy series, 1995-2005, directly draws from Enochian lore, featuring angelic wars and human involvement in celestial struggles. Books, in Neil Gaiman's American Gods, 2001, gods and supernatural beings live among humans, influencing their lives in subtle but profound ways. This echoes Enoch's portrayal of celestial forces interacting with humanity. Series, shows like Lucifer, 2016-2021, and Good Omens, 2019, bring a playful yet profound take on divine and infernal beings, drawing inspiration from Enochian themes of rebellion, redemption, and the delicate balance of cosmic order. One of the most compelling contributions of Enoch's writings to popular culture is the concept of the Nephilim, hybrid beings born of forbidden unions between fallen angels and humans. These giants symbolize the consequences of breaking divine law and the complex relationship between power and morality. Films. Noah, 2014, brought the story of the Nephilim to life, depicting them as massive, stone-like creatures aiding humanity in its struggle. Though controversial, this adaptation highlighted their significance in ancient texts like his. Books. Rick Riordan's Percy Jackson series incorporates similar hybrid beings, tying them to the myths of demigods and the interplay of divine and mortal realms. Series. Shadowhunters, 2016-2019, controversial. This adaptation highlighted their significance in ancient texts like Enoch's. Books. Rick Riordan's Percy Jackson series incorporates similar hybrid beings, tying them to the myths of demigods and the interplay of divine and mortal realms. Series. Shadowhunters, 2016-2019, based on the Mortal Instruments, places the Nephilim front and center, exploring their role as protectors of humanity and their complicated origins. The story of Enoch stands as a beacon that transcends time, uniting ancient wisdom with modern contemplation. It is a story steeped in mystery, one that beckons humanity to explore its spiritual and moral dimensions. From the depths of forgotten tombs to the hearts of sacred traditions, Enoch's journey continues to captivate minds and challenge perceptions. At its core, his tale is not merely about celestial beings or apocalyptic warnings. It is about humanity's eternal quest for understanding. His ascent to heaven, interactions with divine forces, and warnings of cosmic judgment reflect the universal truths that resonate deeply within us. These are stories of hope, accountability, and the balance between light and darkness that remain as relevant today as they were thousands of years ago. Preservation efforts, such as the Ethiopian Orthodox Church safeguarding the complete manuscript in Ge'ez, or the rediscovery of Aramaic fragments in Qumran, have allowed Enoch's writings to persist. These efforts underscore the enduring importance of cultural heritage, highlighting humanity's shared responsibility to protect the wisdom of the past. If you're enjoying this story, consider giving a super thanks. By supporting now, you're ensuring these timeless tales continue inspiring, educating, and connecting people worldwide. Today's world weaves his story into popular culture, academic discourse, and spiritual thought, making it more than just a historical artifact. Whether through depictions of fallen angels in cinema, apocalyptic themes in literature, or cosmic mysteries explored in theology, Enoch's voice continues to echo across generations. Enoch's writings urge us to reflect on our place in the universe, our responsibility to one another, and the moral choices we make. They remind us of the fragile balance between creation and destruction, a balance that humanity must navigate with care and wisdom. As we grapple with global challenges, environmental crises, moral dilemmas, and existential questions, his story serves as both a warning and an inspiration. It calls us to seek truth, act with integrity, and remain curious about the unknown. His journey reminds us that the search for meaning is timeless, and that within the ancient echoes of his voice lie insights that can guide us today. His story, not ancient, is eternal, alive in every question, discovery, and step toward understanding our place in the cosmos. Thanks for watching. Join our community by subscribing to this channel. Until the next video.